September 16th is the grand finale for 2023. After that, the season of biological warfare will be upon us. Make plans to be at Union Temple Baptist Church, Washington, D.C., Saturday, September 16th, 2023. Doors open at 10 a.m. Delicious plant-based soul food and dessert from food activist Dr. Ruby Lathan, and my keynote lecture for the grand finale, Tuskegee 2023 Part 3, the weaponization of food against the Black community. Woo! Get your tickets now. theministerofwellness.com under health seminars, or call or text 888-847-8026. That's 888-847-8026.
I want to let you all know that if you are a Black person and you are eating meat, you are essentially committing Black on Black crime. You are contributing to the destruction of your own people, because these wicked satanic leaders of these nations, especially there in the motherland in Africa and right here, what they do is that they take away land that could be used for growing food for people, and they literally use that land to grow grain for hogs and chickens and cows so that they can slaughter them, raise and slaughter them humanely, so our fat butts over here can enjoy our burgers and our fried chicken. So while you sitting there hogging out and you sitting there eating and pigging out and so forth, don't tell me that you care about Black people, that you care about your people if you eat meat. Because if you cared about your people, you wouldn't be eating no meat. Because that is one of the leading causes of the destruction of our planet and one of the leading causes of starvation right now. Meat consumption is an inefficient usage of grain. The grain is used more efficiently when consumed by humans. Continued growth in meat output is dependent on feeding grain to animals, creating competition for grain between affluent meat eaters and the world's poor. It takes up to 16 pounds of grain to produce just 1 pound of edible animal flesh. According to the USDA and the United Nations, using an acre of land to raise cattle for slaughter yields 20 pounds of unusable protein. That same acre will yield 356 pounds of protein if soybeans were grown instead, more than 17 times as much. Producing the grain that is used to feed farmed animals requires vast amounts of water, 300 gallons per day when you get off the meat, 4,000 gallons per day for the meat eater. So you save a lot more money. So you save a lot of water. That's one of the leading causes of water depletion. And so therefore, if everyone went on a strict nutrient-dense plant-rich eating style as the scriptures authorizes at the beginning and throughout and what will be at the end, you only need 1/6 of an acre of land. If we added up all the arable land on the planet and divided it equally, every human would get 2/3 of an acre, more than enough to sustain the medicine foods of God, but not nearly enough to sustain a gluttonous consumption of meat. On top of this, the industrial world is exporting grain to developing countries and importing the meat that is produced with it, and thus farmers who are trying to feed themselves are being driven off their land. Their efficient plant-based agriculture model is being replaced with intensive livestock rearing, which also pollutes the air and the water and renders the once fertile land dead and barren. And if this trend continues, millions and millions and billions of melanated people all around the world will never be able to produce enough food to feed itself. The global hunger will continue to plague hundreds of millions of people around the globe. There's only one solution to world hunger. Before you put that piece of fried chicken in your mouth, before you put that Whopper in your mouth, before you sit down and pig out feeding your fat and your flesh for the sake of our people, for the sake of a black child dying right now as you listen to this video, will you stop? Will you stop, if nothing else, on the behalf of dying black children all around the world, just so you can feed your stomach? This evil satanic nation will have its reward, and you will be a part of that judgment of the Most High if you don't stop being selfish and think about others. We don't need meat. There's no nutritional requirements for it. You don't need it for protein. You don't need it for strong bones and none of that. And you know it. You're doing it because you're addicted to it, because it satisfies your flesh. And I'm asking you to repent from that selfish mentality. And I'm asking you to eat to live, not just for yourself, but for the sake of our world and for the sake of those less fortunate than ourselves. Like and share, like and share, like and share, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
The fundraiser, brothers and sisters, the 40% off everything fundraiser. We're downsizing. We're undergoing a tremendous downsizing as a ministry. So it's too long for me to go over the 33 of the herbal extracts are going to be going away permanently. So I highly suggest you go there. And I have also to give a little bit of an extra benefit for the next 10, 11 days until everything is gone, because this downsizing is going to take place within a week. Free shipping is now available. theministerofwellness.com, theministerofwellness.com. Go ahead and get what you need. I know the pre-diabetes, a bunch of different ones on skin. Quite a few things are going. The anti-cancer herbal extract is going. Quite a few things. A massive downsizing. So blowout sale / fundraiser. Everything must go. If it's not, then it's going out of stock permanently. They will not be available. So take advantage. So free shipping has now been added to the fundraiser, brothers and sisters. Help the ministry out. We need to get the funds for the missionary trips that we have planned and a host of other things that we need to get taken care of as a ministry, and the downsizing will help us with consolidating a lot of expenses. So take advantage and go there and shop up with the herbal extracts and so forth of what you need. theministerofwellness.com. Thank you in advance for your support. Don't forget to subscribe to the Celebrity Health News channel.